So I have discussed two problems actually. I guess 2 or 3 problems I have discussed. Okay. I've discussed 2 problems, I guess. Just 3 problems. Is my voice audible now? Are you able to see the problem? The first problem which I have discussed is this one, which we have solved using a simple geometry. All the figures are mentioned over there. Then we have discussed about this problem. All these problems are based on this the principle of reflection. Okay. And the third problem which I have discussed is this one, which are these are the cases of multiple reflections when plane mirrors are kept maybe at an angle of 90 degree, separating each other, or they may be making angle theta with each other. They may be making angle theta with each other, or they may be making angle 90 degree with each other. So 2-3 cases we have seen. So now we will go to the next one. Next one more problem we'll see. That is this problem, which is an interesting problem. Okay. So you can read the question. Basically, there are 2 plane mirrors. There are 2 plane mirrors which are separated by a distance of 2b, and the object is situated at the midpoint between the 2 mirrors. Like you can say that there are 2 mirrors like this. This is one mirror and this is another mirror. So say this is the silvering part. This is the silvering part, and the point is kept. An object is kept in the mid between these two. The 2 plane mirrors are separated by 2b. So you can say that this distance is b and this distance is b. Now this is the location of the object. So in this scenario, basically what happens is I can call this as mirror 1 and this is my mirror 2. Now you know that if I take the second mirror, it will form the first image I1 here. If this is B, it will form at a distance B. The same object will act like object for the first mirror also. It will form image here I1 dash. This will also be at a distance B from the mirror. Now what happens is this I1 will act like object for the first mirror, and it is located at B plus B plus B 3b distance. So it will form the second image at a distance I2, we can call it as, at a distance of 3b from this mirror. Arguing in the similar way, I1 dash will be acting like object for the second mirror, and it will also form I1, I2 dash at a distance of 3b. So it forms a series actually. The series will be like this: 3b, 3b, 5b, 7b, like that. Now in the question is asking you the distance from the object. So you need to add one more b to this because object is lying over here. So it will be in the format of 2b, 4b, 6b, etc. 2nb. That would be the answer for this question. All right. So you can, these are some standard results which you can remember. Just a minute. So you can remember this as a standard result also, that if you place an object between two parallel mirrors, what happens is they form a series. It will be like B, 2B, 4B, 6B, 2NB. So this as a result also you can remember. Okay. Now let us go to another interesting question. Let us say, I can pick up this one. It's also an interesting one. For this, I had to teach you a concept also. First, let us have a look on the question. It talks about the deviation. So first you need to understand what is the concept of deviation, then I'll come to this question. This question has a formula actually to solve. The formula will be, the deviation angle will be equal to 360 minus 2i. 360 minus 2i. The answer would be 360 minus 2i means 360 minus 2 into 60, which is 120, so the angle will be 240. But actually, what is the concept of deviation angle? See, students, it is like this. You forget about this. Let me ask you, let me tell you a scenario. Let us say a person is going like this, and suddenly he decides to go like this. So this is the original path, this is the final path. So he took a deviation, no? Theta. So he took a deviation of theta angle from the original path. So deviation angle is basically the gap between the original path and the final path. Original path and the final path. Okay. So in that scenario, if I try to understand this problem, there are two vertical plane mirrors which are at an angle of 60 degree with each other. There are two plane mirrors which are 60 degree with each other. This is the plane mirror. And this is also a plane mirror. They're making an angle 60 degree with each other. The ray of light traveling horizontally is reflected first from the one mirror and then from the other mirror. What is the resultant deviation? So originally the ray was coming like this, and then it underwent a reflection here, and then it underwent one reflection here, and it went like this. So this was the original path and this was the final path. We have to find the angles over here. So because this ray is parallel, I can say that this angle is 60 degree. So if this angle is 60 degree, I have got to draw a normal line here. This would be 30 and would be 30 degrees, right? Then we can draw a normal here also. This normal will cut at 90 degree to this line, and we can say that if this is 90 degree, this total angle is 60 degree. So this angle would become again 30 degrees. The triangle will look like this actually. Triangle will look like this. This is 90, this is 60. 60 because this is 30 and this is 30. So this angle would become a bit hanging. The system little bit hanging. got closed. Let me just open that OneNote. Got closed. I was working in OneNote. I think got. Let me just open that OneNote again. My dear students, I was working in a key OneNote. Maybe the system is a little slow. It got closed down. I'm re-adding it so that we can continue from where I left. Yeah. Sorry for the inconvenience. Now, what I was telling you was, telling this point actually. Yeah. I was telling you about this point that this angle is 60, this angle is 90, so this angle will become 30. That is what I have written. This angle is 30. This angle would become 30. This angle is 30, then this angle is 90. This would become 60, and this would become how much? This would become 120. But it is the angle. Original line is this, final line is this, so you need to consider this angle would be 360 minus 120, 240. So just by knowing the concept also you can solve, or it is a standard question. The angle answered would be D is equal to 360 minus 2i. That will directly give you the answer. Okay, so let us proceed. The next example. So the next example looks like this. Two plane mirrors parallel to each other and an object O parallel between them. The distance of the first three images from the mirror M2 will be how much? Okay, the difference between this question and the previous one was that previous one we have put in the middle, this we have not put in the middle. So we have to solve it by basic geometry only. So here he has categorically said that this is the mirror 1, this is the mirror 2, this is the mirror 1, this is the mirror 2. So the object is placed over here. It is at a distance of 5 centimeters. Obviously, this will be at a distance of 10 centimeters. So the first image will be formed by M2 only. It will be formed here, which will be, I will call it as like I1, and it is at 5 centimeters. And the second image will be formed by O. It will be formed here, I2, and it will be formed at a distance of 10 centimeters. All right. So he is asking you the distance of the first three images from the mirror M2. So first three images means I1 would be the first image, that is 5 centimeters. I2 is the second image, that is it is 10, 10 and 10, 20 centimeters from the object and 25 from the M2. So this would be 25. You can see 5 is there, 25 is there, and then I3. I3 we can call it as, now I will take this I1. This I1 will act like an object and I2 also will act like an object. So I1 is at a distance of 10 plus 5 plus 5, 20 from mirror 1, and I2 is at a distance of 10 plus 5, 15 plus 10, 25. 25 from mirror 2. We have to decide upon the third image. So I would say that if I take this as an object for this mirror, it will form one image here which will be at a distance of 10 plus 5 plus 5, 20. So this will be a 20 distance from this mirror, and this would form one image this side, and that would be at a distance of, my god, it got closed again. It is hanging. Just a minute, students. Maybe next time I will try to teach in the paint only. That is more easy to navigate. Yeah, it has got open now. So because it's asking from the M2, so we can say that is 10 plus 5, 15. 10 plus 5 plus 10, 15. So it will 20, it is 25. It will take another 25 here. 25 here. Okay. I can say that it would be from M2 at what distance? It will be 25. 25 is already covered. So possibly we have to consider this I1 only then. I1 is formed at 5 plus 10, 15, 20. This is formed this side 20. 20 from here actually. This is 20. 20 plus 10 plus 5, 35. So option 3 would be the correct one. Because it is asking from M2. Okay. So I1 we have formed, I2 we have formed, I3 we have formed. I3 is again coming 25. That is because of I2. We are getting I2 dash. So I2 dash is not giving any contribution then. Then we must consider I1 dash. I1 dash is at a distance of 20 from M1, which from M2 is 20 plus 10 plus 5 is 35. So in this class, I have presented some questions, and I want to introduce a concept, and with that we can conclude this session. First, I will tell you the concept behind it. Then we can discuss a problem. So this concept is with regards to velocity of the image. Velocity of the image. I am taking a simpler case right now. What I am saying is that if there is a plane mirror, which is silvered this side, keep object here, it will form image this side. So if this object moves this direction, the image will move in this direction. The object moves in this direction, the image will move in this direction. So if this object is coming with v speed, the image also will go with v speed in this direction. Okay, here I'm assuming that the velocity of the mirror is 0. There is one more case where the mirror also may be moving. Maybe I'll discuss that case in the next session. But if you consider the velocity of the mirror to be 0, then the object speed is v, the image speed will be minus v. With this concept, actually, we can solve one problem. The problem goes like this. a plane mirror is approaching you at 10 centimeter per second, you can see your image in it. The image will be approaching with the speed of, the image will be approaching also with the speed of 10 centimeter per second. Now, why we are saying like that actually? What is the reason actually? If the mirror is like this, let us say the object was here, which is at a distance of 5 centimeter. The image also will be at a distance of 5 centimeter from the mirror. Now let us say the object comes to this position, which is now 4 centimeter in 1 second. Okay, so image will be shifted to this point I dash, which will be at 4 centimeter. You can see that the object moved in this direction at a rate of 1 centimeter per second. So the image also moved 1 centimeter per second. If the object moves with v speed, the image also will move with v speed. This is the logical and conceptual explanation of the theory which I proposed in the previous sheet. Okay, so maybe in the next session I will tell you with respect to the mirror. There are 1 or 2 cases which will be propping up because of that we can take up in the next. Okay, I hope I have taught you some 6-7 problems in this session, because there was some audibility issue and all that. All right, so I'm just recapping them. I have discussed these problems. Okay, all these have come in the previous exams. So like this, you have to apply the knowledge, and you have to solve JEE level questions, which will be coming in your weekend exams or in the real JEE exam. So with this, I am summing up and I am calling it a day.